Hey, welcome back to another portfolio update. So, the portfolio has been performing stronger than it was last 2 months. Mainly because the tech market had a slight sell off and it came back pretty hard. But more importantly, it's because we're in earnings season, so there's a lot of volatility, a lot of implied volatility, and it is an election year, as I mentioned before in previous videos. Partly the reason why my portfolio has gained so much steam is because I've added a small cash position. So we're close to $3,000 in buying power now. You're probably wondering, why do I have that much? Well, some of it is for a buying opportunity. Some of it is just more of like an emergency fund in case, for whatever reason. So it's good to see, though, on a good note, that the portfolio is still doing well, over 20% year to date. Last time I did this video, I believe I was in the 30s, the high 30s. So it's pretty cool. I have not been contributing as much as I should be, because I have been splitting up my contributions from this portfolio into my other real estate fund, which is with a different brokerage. So as we know, NVIDIA is one of my largest holdings and it has been doing extremely well year to date. It's literally outperformed just about everything that I own except for SoundHound. It's up over 100% year to date. But overall, as a holding, NVIDIA makes up a majority of my portfolio, as you can see here, 39%. And a lot of people would say that that is not a healthy percentage to have into a portfolio. I disagree. I believe in the stock. I believe in the company. I believe in the leadership, the product, and the service. And if it takes a sell-off, I'm willing to partake in that loss. But as you can see, if we're up 48%, how can you really go wrong, right? So I think there's also a lot more to determine just than looking at a percentage return or a dollar return going, oh, I'm up over $5,000. But saying, okay, I'm up over $5,000 because I invested into the company, the product, the vision, this and that. And there's a lot more important things that go into it that people don't realize and investors don't really see firsthand. There's a lot of passion that's going into this stock and a lot of hype as well, I'll be honest in that sense. So one of the biggest tests that we're going to see in the next week is can NVIDIA outperform on earnings again? And it's something that I've been thinking about since literally the beginning of this year. If you look at, the shares in NVIDIA, right now they're over $900 a share. And I just saw this literally like today. Shares in NVIDIA Corp pulled back Monday, even as HSBC analyst Frank Lee said that despite their continued big rally this year, investors are still significantly underestimating the earnings potential of the semiconductor company and artificial intelligence play. And that is true. I do think that there's a lot of investors and analysts that do not understand what is in store for the semiconductor company and what they have to offer. The ingenuity, the technology, the true brilliance that is radiating off of this company is literally something that us investors can't really comprehend. There's a reason why analysts are analysts, right? Because they analyze stocks. But to actually understand a stock truly and the fundamentals and what their product and service can actually accomplish and what goes into it, I feel like is to such a deeper meaning that most people just simply don't understand. So it comes down to literally, I believe in the stock. I don't think it can go under, and I think it's going to do extremely well. But Lee reiterated his buy rating on the stock, which he's had for the past 13 months. Keep in mind here, 13 months. A lot of analysts that I've seen have lowered their price targets on certain stocks. A couple months later, they up their buy rating again, or sometimes they move it down to a hold or overweight or whatnot. This analyst has reiterated his buy rating for over a year now. So it shows that he's extremely bullish on the stock. He believes in most likely their fundamentals, the technical analysis looks strong, this and that, as he's boosted his price target to $1,350 from $1,050. Keep that in mind. He's boosted it $300. So this new price target implies a 50.6% upside from Friday's closing price of $898.78. So for it to go up to $1,350, you're looking at over, you could do the math, $450 a share from its close. And keep in mind, a jump like this would skyrocket its market cap, it would help overall the company, right? But that would also create a lot of fear as to, is it overvalued? I think a lot of people could agree with the fact that when it broke out, from the 3 and the 400s and it climbed into like the 5 and the 6 range, people thought it was overvalued. And then when it broke into the 7 and 8 range, people said, oh, it's definitely overvalued. And then it broke into the 900s, and then people were, oh, I don't even know what to comprehend anymore as to if it's overvalued or not. But the new price target makes Lee the second most bullish on the stock of the 60 analysts surveyed by FactSet, behind only Rosenblatt Securities, Hans Mosesmann, who had a 1,400 price target. Now, if you want my honest opinion, I do think that a reasonable price target for NVIDIA after earnings would be 1,250. Don't ask me where I came up with that number. I'm just having a strong belief that it's going to be probably $1,250 a share. For the most recent quarter, NVIDIA was expected to post earnings of $4.55 per share. Now, this was last quarter. So they were expected to post earnings of $4.55 per share, but it reported $5.16 per share. Blew the expectations out of the water because, it's NVIDIA, representing a surprise of 13.41%. Now, one of the things that catches me off guard was not that NVIDIA blew earnings out of the water, but now that you're held to a higher standard, people, institutions, investors, your audience, they all expect more from you now. So the next time there's an expectation, an earnings per share, it's probably going to be higher, or, whatever it is. And as the previous quarter, the consensus estimate was $3.36 a share, while it actually produced over $4 a share, a surprise of 19.64%. But is it really surprised that NVIDIA produced those numbers? Or do they just say that like they already know it's going to happen? It's hard to say, right? More importantly, though, given how high NVIDIA has climbed, people have asked me, am I going to sell my stock in NVIDIA? I don't think so. I do think that NVIDIA is going to break out again because I'm bullish, first of all. Second of all, I think they're going to announce a stock split. And of course, I could be wrong. I could always be wrong. But then again, I thought I was going to be wrong when I rode the stock down to $110 a share. And then I rode it back up to $900 a share and I didn't sell. So of course, I proved myself wrong. But I do think that NVIDIA is going to have a stock split. And when? I think it's going to be on earnings May 22nd. More importantly, though, I don't think they're going to touch their dividend. I think they'll keep it the same at 4 cents per share per quarter, 16 cents a year. I don't think they're going to touch their dividend, but I think they're going to come out with something big. I can't tell what it is, but it's going to be a catalyst that I think is going to rocket NVIDIA. And I think it's going to get the whole entire AI train, on board once we investors, institutions, and their whole audience hear what it is. So, other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts. NVIDIA is something that I am hoping will split. I'm hoping it'll just continue to produce profit for people. And I hope that, Jensen Huang becomes, more wealthy. But more importantly, the ingenuity, and perspicacity that is literally wrapped around this company, it's hard to fathom. It's hard to comprehend. And that's part of the reason why, since I don't really understand exactly to the truest point what this company is doing and how they create these fundamentals of what they're doing, I invest in it because I believe in the vision. So other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts and comments below. And of course, be diligent when investing, stay safe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care.